Care Center. Jimmy, Robbie is saying on his radio that you missed a shift. What happened?
Just like every form of racing he's ever been in, it's always somebody else's fault. He had me turn sideways before we even took the green. I didn't even have a chance to grab a gear. He was beating my bumper cover off me coming to the green because he wanted to restart in front of me. I'm trying to get my lap back as well, so he's just crying up a river like he always does. It's a shame. We got a chance to win the championship and we get spun out before we even take the green on a restart. It's wrong.
You can see the frustrations running high down here in the garage area, guys. He's worried about the guys behind him.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ward Burton were racing for 12th spot. Now Ward's in the wall. Next Friday. Yeah, at Darlington.
Taking it easy at the beginning. Hey, buddy, make up your mind, all right? Well, speed up, you won't have that problem. Hey! Just him and I. Go on your truck, move off. Him and I. Yeah, why? I couldn't help it, Jeff. You think I did it on purpose? I'm going to first class. Make your mind what you want to do. You know what? If you're going to do it, then I'm going to do it. I'll slam you straight in the wall the next time you're anywhere near me. First time you in the wall, you better get your... Then what'd you do? What'd you just do? Just do to me. I owe you one now, buddy.
Expensive too, Wally.
They are, Matt. You're right. That's why you have second thoughts. Okay, here we go.
With the helmet off, record just got there now.
Let's see the accuracy.
And it's a shot.
Oh!
Wow, that was pretty gutsy. It's like a bullfighter.
Tony about to run over the helmet.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Oh, there they go. Win again.
Oh,
there they go.
hard.
I caught you. Can't do that. Didn't make it that time. Caution is out.
Here comes another car spinning.
Randy LaJoy at 34. And that's all because he locked it down.
Spin and save, though, for LaJoy, as this wreck is still going on.
I'm not so, I think going on purpose, still going on purpose. I think one of them's throttles hung. I'm not sure which one.
Harvick racing Kyle Busch for position after they've made their stops.
Oh, Larry Turner team. Oh, man. Was that a misjudgment or was that a turn on purpose? Rusty, what do you think?
Well, it looked like Kevin was trying to dart back underneath him. He had a big run and just didn't quite clear him. It looked like a racing accident to me, but boy, it's
they bumped
awful.
earlier, though. Remember, they had some...
Makes you wonder.
Car to pit road.
No, wheels off again. Here he comes.
He says, okay, this is enough. I'm going back here and we're going to have a little talk. And there goes his car. That car just took off.
Sure, no problem. I mean, it was tight racing after the restart there, and Harvick's up on the top a little bit loose, and I had a run, and I gave him room, and he kind of came off the wall. That's a bad angle, obviously, but, you know, and then he lifted early to let me go into turn 3. I thought it was all good, and then he drives in the back of me there. So, made my car loose all the way through the exit and just made a run for those two guys to get back on my inside, and then obviously Clint wrecked bouncing off of Harvick, and it was just uncalled for, you know, just unacceptable racing. And, you know, it's in the last couple laps, but I gave him room off of 2. I didn't get the room, so just real unfortunate. I mean, I hated it. We tore up a few good cars there, and our double-mint Camry was so good today that we should have ran up front, should have finished up front, but we kind of got marred back in traffic there and tried to fight our way back forward. So it was a really good, clean night. I probably passed the most cars tonight, but there was one I couldn't pass.
And things happen.
Things happen, that's it?
That's it. What do you do? Good racing, I guess.
What'd you guys talk about? What got discussed in the truck?
Not much.
Oh, come on, Kevin. What got talked about?
Anything really to tell you other than not much.
Is it settled between the two of you?
You saw the end.
I don't know if we saw the end. I think we saw another chapter. It's
Bad. Here's what Kyle was referring to earlier, and that's the Childress team and Kyle Busch. I believe they've had some trouble in the past.
A little familiar, but you see, you know, Kevin runs him all the way down. Kevin's trying to protect that position. Kyle's trying to take it. But as we saw, Kevin ended up back in front of him.
His list, let's go 2 for 1. He gets Kevin Harvick as well. Harvick pulling out there behind Kyle. Is that to suck up and get a little draft down this long straightaway?
I think that's more head games right now than it is anything to do with the draft. I mean, yes, you do that, but because of who's in the 18 car, I think all Harvick is doing right now is trying to mess with Kyle's head.
Let's get the story on the 29, Marty.
Well, that debris caution we just had a moment ago, well, Kevin Harvick's the guy who found that debris with the front of his race car. There's a small hole in the front. They pitted under that last caution on lap 10, made several changes to the car because the car is extremely loose, but they are going to fix that hole under the competition caution in 4 laps. They didn't notice it until they did come down pit road, though.
Jeff Burton helping his teammate, giving him a shove into the corner.
This is all head games going on right here, the 18 and the 29.
You heard us talk about give and take. That was all take from Kevin Harvick. He did not allow most of the time. And look, he's going to drive right over to his door, get that little bit of side draft, swing back out to the outside, and get back in front of Kyle.
To get to the bottom, a place he's been plenty of times before.
This time, door-to-door contact as they come out of the turn and go down the backstretch. The racetrack goes Hornaday after being at the bottom. Sideways is Kyle Busch. Kevin Harvick holding on to second.
He might have had a little help.
Harvick gets the nod as they cross the stripe again by 21 thousandths of a second. Here comes Kyle Busch again.
And Buescher. James Buescher's trying to make it 3 wide.
James Buescher. And sideways again goes Kyle Busch after they come out of 2. Here comes Kevin Harvick once again, and James Buescher looks to the bottom of the track.
Look at James Buescher now.
Buescher giving Harvick another truck to deal with as Kyle Busch seems to have the advantage as they cross the stripe. That time 41 1,000ths of a second in front of Harvick.
What a great battle. Here goes Harvick up the hill.
Look at racetrack. Here comes James Buescher. Buescher will pass them both. Harvick in second. Kyle Busch back to third.
Or maybe there's more to it. This is off turn 4. Gets clear there. And she gets in on the bumper, but just doesn't get off of him. Right there's where you're talking, and you just turn it left and lock it down. And she had a chance to not.
Spencer on the outside, he gets touched right there by Wally Dallenbach. That triggers the whole deal. Look at Jeff Bodine getting by on the outside there. He gets hit in the back.
It was starting in front of him. Brett Bodine was ahead of him, and it had already started right in front of him when Spencer in the 15 got into it.
You see there, Spencer climbing from his car. Oh, Jimmy's going right over to Dallenbach. Oh, and he's got problems with Wally.
Ooh, don't do that.
Jimmy Spencer.
Steve Peterson with him, telling him calm down.
There's Buster Auten, the man walking.
Brad Keselowski's team and the 20 of Denny Hamlin. This is one of the reasons why, guys. This is May of last year.
Yeah, it's not the first time these two drivers have been together on the racetrack. And right here, another little fisticuff broke out at Charlotte after that.
Now, late in this race, this is what happened as the laps were closing down. The contact, Denny ends up into the wall.
Yeah, Brad thought he had a run and enough room on the inside, but Denny was just driving his car back to as they were trying to go around the lap car. And then after the race,
this was just comes to pit road just a few moments ago. And now let's check in with Jamie Little.
Oh boy.
I don't know if that's
Jeff Burton and Kyle Busch. Harsh words. And all in one direction.
Whoa, you don't see Jeff Burton get mad like that very often.
You recall that Jeff Burton ended up way up high and almost in the wall as Kyle was coming through in the middle on that restart.
All the way across the racetrack.
Oh, I saw that one coming. Truex gave the 42 Montoya a shot.
Oh, he gets hit by Jeff Burton in the left front.
See if they're going to fight. I want to see this.
All right, Montoya is upset. Harvick is not a guy you want to mess with.
Both batteries.
What are you doing? Watch this. Oh, here we go.
He's over there and got in his face. He's out of the car.
Neither one of these guys are happy here. Harvick saying, no, stop it. Stop it. Montoya's to instigate this thing now.
Montoya keeps pushing him, and Harvick's not a guy you want to push too many times.
Well,
To be fair, Harvick is the one that walked over to Montoya.
Jeff Burton, Harvick's teammate, gets out of the car, helmet off, trying to get his teammate away.